Sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a profound capacity to experience the depth of life. But here's the truth. When the pain of your past isn't held or healed, your mind builds a fortress to survive. Things like distraction, tuning out, or even addiction, these aren't just problems, they are survival mechanisms. They are the tools your younger self created to stay safe in a world that felt unsafe. Most people are terrified of change because they're afraid that if they let go of their defenses, they'll become that helpless child again. But you aren't stuck, you're just grieving a version of yourself you left behind. Your ego is a response to pain, not your true identity. The moment you stop fighting your past and start understanding it, you reclaim your power. Don't hate the walls you built to protect yourself. Thank them for getting you this far. Then have the courage to tear them down so you can finally breathe.
Change doesn't start when your circumstances get better. It starts the exact second you decide you are done feeling this way. You don't even have to believe you deserve success yet. You just have to want it more than you want to stay the same. Real strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you forge in the fire of doing things you don't want to do. Every time you push through that mental friction, every time you get out of bed when your mind is screaming for 5 more minutes, you are physically changing your brain. There is a part of you called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, and scientists call it the seat of the will to live. It grows only when you lean into the challenge. This is the fire of the warrior. When you generate that internal heat through willpower, you become untouchable. No matter what impulses or storms come from the outside, you realize you are the captain of the ship. You choose the emotion. You choose the impulse. You choose the victory.
Comfort is a slow death. If your life was nothing but a smooth path with roasted turkeys falling from the sky, your soul would wither and die. You were not designed for ease. You were built for resistance. Think of it like a game. You don't get better by playing against someone you can easily humiliate. You get better by facing an opponent that pushes you to your absolute limit. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your trainer. It's the weight in the gym that builds the muscle of your character. And when you fail, because you will fail, don't you dare waste that suffering. Don't sit in the failure zone feeling sorry for yourself. Own the loss, write down the lesson, and get back in the arena faster than you did yesterday. A winner is just a loser who evaluated their mistakes and refused to quit. You need the struggle. You need the trouble. Because you don't develop a soul in the sunlight, you develop it by surviving the storm. Mastering the world starts with one person, you. But here's the secret. Self-discipline isn't about punishment. It's about deep, obsessive interest. You find mastery through the things you love, the things that make you weird, and the unique traits that set you apart. Stop trying to blend in. Lean into what makes you different, because that is where your life's task is hidden. You were born with a specific uniqueness, a calling that only you can fulfill. The greatest ethical crime you can commit is to let that potential go to waste. It hurts you, it hurts your family, and it robs the world of your contribution. Wake up every single day and work toward that vision. When you know who you are and what you were born to create, it becomes impossible to fail. You aren't a victim of your culture or your circumstances. You are the architect of your identity. Build a belief in yourself when you have nothing, and that belief will eventually give you everything. You need to understand something fundamental. You are a master creator. You are manifesting your reality every single second, whether you realize it or not. But most people are just manifesting the experience of trying. Stop saying it's coming or I'm going to be, because your subconscious only lives in the now. If you keep saying it's coming, it will always stay just out of reach. You have to assume the identity of the person you want to be right now. You don't need the evidence of your senses. You don't need to see it to believe it. It's the other way around. You will see it when you believe it. Stop letting your current circumstances dictate your worth. Your rock bottom is just the foundation for your empire. Quiet the noise, kill the doubt, and claim your reality. When you align your internal knowing with your external action, the universe has no choice but to mirror your belief. You aren't just living in this world, you are dreaming it into existence. Listen to me. The greatest value in life is not what you get. The greatest value is who you become in the pursuit of your goals. You don't get self-esteem from a trophy. You get it from being the kind of person who shows up when everyone else quits. Success is self-assigned. It's about building a system of effort, then reward, and training your brain to love the friction. Stop looking for hacks to skip the struggle. The struggle is the point. If you like yourself, if you accept absolute responsibility, and if you decide in advance that you will never give up, then you are officially unstoppable. No matter how many times you are knocked down, you recoil, you bounce back, and you get after it again. Own your wins, own your losses, and never complain. When you realize that everything is working out for your highest good, even the setbacks, you find a peace that the world cannot take away. You weren't created for mediocrity, you were created for greatness. Now, go out there and claim it.